La la la, la la la. Hello everybody. I just wanted to by the way, good to be back with you. You're probably wondering what's happened to Simon Leach these days. He's not around. Well, I am around. I'm still here. It's been very hot here in Spain, and coming back from England, as I told you in that previous clip the other day, getting back into the swing of things in the heat here has just been quite difficult. But anyway, I wanted to just talk to you today about the pricing of pots. And it's quite a difficult subject, but one that I feel needs to be addressed, because we as artists and craftsmen, we are producing things, and sometimes it's very difficult to know how much to charge for our products. I'm reading here, by the way, just in front of me, out of the picture. I've got my laptop on the floor here just to give me a few pointers, because I'll just read what some of the things I've written here. I say, pricing of pots. This is a difficult topic, but one that needs to be addressed. As producing potters, we need to have a clear understanding of how to price our work, taking into consideration the time and effort we put into the work. Neither do we want to price our work Neither do we want to overprice our work nor underprice it, but we should want to get a fair price for it. Pots that I make are basically in two categories: those that are functional, i.e. repeat wear, and those that are more individualistic nature. Pricing for the repeat functional wares, those, by the way, are things like these GP bowls that you saw me recently making, things like mugs, things like jugs. They are the functional things. These double bowls. What have I got over here? I've got some pestle and mortar. Small, blow the dust off, small casserole. Whatever it is that you can make that's, of a functional nature, and that you can make fairly quickly. So I say here, pricing for the repeat functional wares. These are the kind of, let's say, the bread and butter of the pottery. And they are quick to make, made to a specific weight and measurement, which has already been worked out. Pricing of these pots is important to get right, as they are the foundation of the economics of the workshop. Who buys these pots? Good question. Well, my laptop has done something funny. Good question. The general public are my main customers. And considerations regarding what price to charge. Well, get a feel of the market and what other people are charging. If you know other potters, see what they're getting for their work, and see if they're able to sell it. Sorry, hang on. Ask yourself, would you pay so much for that piece, for that pot? If you wouldn't pay for it, that much for it, then maybe somebody else wouldn't either. How many, as a maker, how many of these can I make in 1 hour? If I weigh out the clay, sit down, how many of them can I make in an hour? Might be a determining factor. Increased efficiency in the workshop should enable one to maintain sound pricing with good production. Overpricing may lead to drop-off in sales, stagnation of the flow in the workshop, and an excessive build-up of stock, and a bad reputation. Underpricing may result in a lack of quality due to rushed targets and goals, becoming a machine just churning out repeat wear with resulting lack of enjoyment in the workshop plus bad economics. The workshop should prosper and become increasingly viable as a means to earn a living, or that should be our aim. Pricing of more individual pots. These pots are the ones that we get from the kiln that for one reason or another, let's move this down a bit. Ones we get from the kiln that for one reason or another are just that bit special. Ones that the kiln has blessed in a particular way. These pots command a higher price than normal repeat pots. In this category we can include as well more one-off type designs, pieces that are purpose-made perhaps for an exhibition. Pots like these are signed pieces and always are priced a lot higher. I always prefer to sell direct to the public wherever I can. That's why I have a showroom here, because the general public, if I get the full price then for my work, if I can direct them here through road signs, signposting, through leaflets, advertising. If I can get the general public to come here, then I do much better. Plus I get to meet the public as well. Yeah, I always prefer to sell direct to the public wherever I can, rather than through too many wholesale outlets. And having one's own showroom display area where the public can come in and browse, I feel is important. It gives me a direct contact feedback from the buyer that I would otherwise not have if selling via a gallery. I think galleries have their place in promoting the work of artists and being a window for artists' work. However, I do not feel that artists should be the slave of the galleries. Galleries also tend to charge a high markup. They too are trying to make a living. I've got nothing against the galleries. They have their place and they have their job to do, you know, and they've got to make ends meet as well. So we have to be careful to balance well our prices between what we sell for direct to the public and what we let go to be sold through galleries. All of this, of course, is a very general what I'm talking about, and is only, I feel, a guide. Everyone's situation is different, as is everyone's workshop, showroom, location, which can be a large determining factor in the success of an enterprise. I think it can be very influential where you have your pottery, where you're setting it up. If you can be in a place where you can get passers-by very, very, very easily to come into your showroom display area, you're likely to do very much better than the person who hides himself away on the top of a mountain where nobody can find him. That stands to reason. I've tried to sort of encapsulate in a few words how I personally sort of try and go about this, which I suppose is sort of a hand-down really from my father, David Leach. So basically we have the functional ware, which is the bread and butter of the pottery. Now don't overprice your standard ware, your functional ware. I try and keep it as low as I can so people will come in and will feel comfortable to buy, oh well, I like these GP bowls, but well, they're so expensive I can only buy one. Well, that's no good. Come on, buy 6. Alright, buy 6. Well, you have to make the price attractive, don't you? But there are certain things, for example, like bowls, where people will buy generally more than one. They will buy 6, they'll buy a set. So for that reason, A, they're quick to make, and B, because I sell them usually more than one at a time, I can afford to make the price more reasonable. Now, same goes for mugs, doesn't it? People, they may buy one mug, but the chances are they may buy 4 or 6. So make your prices accordingly, you know. Also, I try and sort of look at the work and what's involved in making something, right? Like the double bowl, for example. Just looking at my watch. I think I'm out of time, so I'm going to have to stop, folks. Otherwise, this clip will be abandoned. It will be too long. Simon Leach saying, hang on in there, keep practicing. Stay with us. We'll see you soon. Bye now.